Nice performance tonight. I'm GM and President of Team Operations for the Suns. We have the 14th pick in the draft, and I'm considering using it on you. I'd like to ask you a couple questions real quick if you don't mind. While it's true that our team has a lot of needs, I really feel like a small forward to build around is what would help us the most at this point. I'm going to be looking at all the available wings in the draft, but I really wanted to get a chance to talk to you first. I love your game. Tell me, what can you provide the Phoenix Suns?
100% effort at a position that you need it from. I'm tireless, relentless, and all about being a great teammate. For me, that's always been my recipe for success. I've been successful everywhere I've gone in my life. I don't see why that can't continue here in Phoenix.
I so much do that.
Okay, last question. How important is it for you to be a lottery pick in the draft?
It's not important. It'd be nice to go lotto, but really, to play in this league, that's been a dream of mine for my entire life. That's what I've been working towards.
That's great. Those answers were music to our ears. With any luck, you'll fall to us in the draft. Well played out there tonight. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the GM of the Denver Nuggets. We're looking for someone with the 11th pick who can help our franchise take the next step. I think you might be that guy. I'd just like to ask you a couple questions to make sure. Here we go. As a younger team, I feel like we have a lot of opportunities for you. I'm here to tell you that you have a chance to be our franchise centerpiece if you put in the work. How many other teams can offer you that? That being said, we still have a couple years ahead of us where we're going to be acquiring young talent and assets. We might struggle a bit in those years. Are you going to be able to remain focused during the rebuilding years?
Yes, but with a caveat. If the direction of the team keeps changing towards becoming a contending team, I'll be happy being a part of the rebuilding process. If I start to feel like decisions are being made because of money instead of talent, chances are I'm going to start becoming real unhappy.
Let's see. One more question, if you don't mind. This question is more about how you feel about what we're doing here in Denver. We have a lot of young talent and have depth at every position. We feel we're one special player away from becoming a team that can go deep into the playoffs. We think you might be that player. Convince us of that.
I mean, I can't come in and tell you that I'm going to be a franchise player. That just isn't how I look at it. I know that I'll give it everything I have, though, and work around the clock to become the best player that I can be. My ultimate goal is to win a title, and that's the direction I see you headed in with Denver. I'd love to be a part of it, truthfully.
Thanks so much for your time. I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but we would be ecstatic if you're still on board when it's our turn to pick.
I know you just got done playing and probably want to catch a shower, so I'll keep this brief. I'm the GM of the Atlanta Hawks. We currently have the 15th pick in the draft and are narrowing down our list of draft targets. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to ask you a couple questions. What do you think you'll bring to a franchise as far as marketability?
Man, I bring a smile, a hard work ethic, and some really bad dance moves, man. I feel like people can really relate to me, really get behind me. You feel me?
Interesting. Next question. Being in the NBA brings a lot of responsibilities, and some people just aren't ready for it, if you know what I mean. What are your plans once you get that first paycheck?
Easy answer. My parents have spent their entire life putting me into the position I'm in right now. I want nothing more than to take care of them and make sure that the rest of their lives are as carefree as possible. I don't need glitz and glamour. I just need my loved ones cared for.
Okay, I think I've heard all I needed to hear for now. You're definitely someone we can use on our team. Now we just need you to be available when it's our turn to pick.
Good evening and welcome everyone to the 2014 NBA Draft. Tonight we celebrate a new generation of basketball talent making its way into the NBA. Their dedication and hard work have paid off, and this moment is the next step in their promising young careers. It is also a time of optimism and hope for our fans as their beloved teams look for that final piece of the puzzle. The selections that are made tonight will be viewed by millions of NBA fans around the world in more than 200 countries. Everyone is ready, so let's get started. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Andrew Wiggins from Toronto and the University of Kansas. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Jabari Parker from Duke University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Joel Embiid from Yaoundé, Cameroon, and the University of Kansas. With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Aaron Gordon from the University of Arizona. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Dante Exum from Melbourne, Australia. With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the Boston Celtics select Marcus Smart from Oklahoma State University. With the seventh pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select Julius Randle from the University of Kentucky. With the eighth pick in the NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Nick Stauskas from Mississauga, Canada, and the University of Michigan. With the ninth pick in the NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Noah Vonleh from Indiana University. With the 10th pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Elfrid Payton from the University of Louisiana Lafayette. With the 11th pick in the NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Doug McDermott from Creighton University. With the 12th pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Dario Saric from Šibenik, Croatia. With the 13th pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Zach LaVine from UCLA. With the 14th pick in the NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select T.J. Warren from North Carolina State University. With the 15th pick in the NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Cecil Weir from the University of Michigan.